Sid Kohli here with Star Sports on day 7 of the championships at Wimbledon. Now, you've all heard of him, many of you have watched him play, but now we have a truly special opportunity. He is, of course, the reigning world number one, so let's get to know Jannik Sinner. Yannick, it truly is a privilege to have you with us here on Star Sports, and we're very grateful for your time. Now, 2024 has been the year of Jannik Sinner. Back in June, you became world number one. Talk us through that moment. Was it almost surreal, or did you know back then that you belonged at the very top of world tennis?
Oh yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. I mean, it's till now my success has been obviously in a very good moment because I started off I finished it off last year in a very positive way, winning the Davis Cup title, with Italy. I had some great memories, winning my first Masters event in Canada. Then this year I managed to start it off really well, winning with the Australian Open, which has been for sure the best moment until now. And becoming number one, I think it's a number, it's a ranking. I'm very happy to be there in that position, but I know that it my work, it doesn't stop there. I know that I have to improve if I want to keep this position. If I want to win something big again, I have to work, and then that's why I have the team. And we try to put every day something in my work ethic, and this is all about getting better as a player and also as a person, which I care much more.
Yannick, let's talk about what you've described as that best moment. Back in January, you end up winning the Australian Open, your first Grand Slam. You beat Daniil Medvedev in the final, coming back from 2 sets down. At that stage, was it almost a sense of relief that all those years of hard yards and hard work had finally come to fruition, making you a Grand Slam champion?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, it has been an amazing moment. But in this moment, I want to thank, my family, my friends, whoever brought me to the point to win this kind of title. And I always believe when you win something big, you have the chance to say thank you. And this has been for sure the best moment, because also the way I won the Australian Open, by 2 sets to love down, it was a very tough match, and then it was not a relief, but it was just a happy moment. And this has been my biggest title until now, so this will always be in my heart, and so I'm very happy about that. But as I said before, if you want to have this winning feeling again, you have to work hard and keep pushing with your team, and hopefully you have this feeling once again.
Well, let's talk about working hard, Yannick, and let's go all the way back to when you were a young lad growing up, one of the best young skiers in Italy, slalom skiing alongside tennis, of course. You even won a national championship. How did that transition into tennis come about full time?
So the passion of tennis, my dad brought me. When I was young, like 4 or 5 years old, he brought me to a tennis court, and he said, "Okay, let's try to play a little bit of tennis." And it was something, hobby. It was fine, and I didn't play much because I played only twice a week, which is not a lot. And in the winter I was going to ski, because where I'm from we have a lot of snow, and skiing for us is normal, and everyone can ski very well. So being good in skiing was not that difficult. But being good in tennis, at some point I had to make a decision. I was 13 and a half years old, and I decided, okay, I want to try to become a professional tennis player. And at that point I said, okay, I'm gonna choose tennis instead of skiing, because in tennis you can see also the personality. You can make mistakes, but you can still win the point, and you can play longer. In skiing you just go down for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then that's it. And if you make one mistake, you cannot even win. So I said, okay, let's try tennis. And in that moment for me was something has changed, in my life, because from playing only twice a week, I decided, to practice every day. Making gym. I never made gym before, so it was completely different. But that's what I was looking for.
Well, you've spoken about hard work, Yannick, and you made that decision at 13 and a half. Fast forward 9 years, and here you are where you are, and what a journey it's been for yourself. Now, you are the world number one. You won the Australian Open title. You're only 22 with the world at your feet. What is it that makes you tick, Jannik? Where does that ambition and that drive come from?
For me, my goal is to go 100% in everything, physical, tennis wise, and also mental wise. And I know that I'm not 100% yet, because you cannot be at your maximum with 22 or 23 years old. So it's gonna be very interesting to see for myself on what point I can push myself. And there are also other opponents. They give you trouble, and you have to find a solution. And whenever you lose a match, you have the chance to make it better the next time. And this I think this is the funny thing of tennis. No, you will always have a chance to do better. And but it also takes time. You can't do it from one day to the other. It's all part of a process. And I'm glad to share this with my team.
Jannik, you're 22. The best of you, of course, is still ahead of you, and we've touched upon that. But at the moment, big picture-wise, you're being looked at one of the faces of world tennis, if not the face of world tennis. When it's all said and done, what is it that you like to achieve the most?
I would say one of the faces. No, now what I would like to achieve is to have winning feelings. No, this is why I practice for, and also enjoy on court, because we practice a lot. You guys cannot see, because we are behind the scenes of how much work we put in. And also after matches, you have treatment, you have physiotherapy, you have many things to do. But then on court is only about enjoying. And I hope that I have this enjoyment for a very, very long time, because I love this sport, and I love to practice to show something good also on court. And I think that for me is my goal, to have it for as long as possible.
And the sport clearly loves you back, Jannik. And finally, I'm not too sure if you're aware of this, but you've got legions of fans all across India. Do you know much about the country, and would you be kind enough to possibly share a message for your Indian fans?
Yeah, well, the message, I think it's very very important, because I've never been in India, so I wish to go once to India. For me, it's amazing to have fans from India, because it means that people, they follow the sport, they follow me, they follow other players. And I think that's also the reason why we play tennis, to make the sport as big as possible. And for me, it's just a huge honor to have fans from India. So I really wish and hope that I can play once in India, and I can meet some Indian fans. For me, it would be the biggest dream now, to make it even bigger. And I'm just looking forward to come to India.
We can't wait to welcome you to India, Jannik. Many
Thank you.
congratulations on your victory today, and thank you for joining us on Star Sports.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Pleasure.